Hey, what's happening? What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy, it's the BBC King here, and we got a little bit of Ty Lopez draft knowledge. We got a strategy video here, a concept on, I call this one the switching bait, and it all revolves around a mon, kind of like Latios, but it doesn't have to be Latios. It has to be maybe some sort of bulky setup sweeper, so no dragon dance, no sword stance. It's more going to be calm mind bulk up type sweepers. And as you can see, this is a mono dragon pulsing Latios. If they have a fairy, this set is 100% check. So we're going to be looking at a team like, let's say their team is Clefable, Tangrowth, Toxapex, Landorus, yada yada yada. They do have two dragon checks, being Clefable the better one, and Registeel being also a dragon resist. The thing is Latios, because it has refresh, you set up from +6 on Registeel. If it goes for Toxic, you refresh. If it goes for Ironhead, that does -2 damage, and you just literally win unless they have this Clefable. So the beautiful thing is if at team matchup, once again, they don't bring this Clefable because they don't expect you to bring Latios or whatever, and they don't like Clefable in this matchup or whatever, then you just win with Latios. But it's not 100% dead weight if you bring this Latios and they do have Clefable, because you have to have some sort of team that deals with Clefable. And let's say every single time they go Clefable on Latios, you come in with Nidoking, you come in with Metagross, you come in with Entei, you come in with the Breakers, and you start breaking down their team. And that is a really good way to rack up multiple kills with something like a Nidoking, right? Clefable, Nidoking, let's say Clefable has something like Flamethrower or something like that for Metagross. You come in all day on the Clefable, eat that hit, and you Sludge Wave, you Earth Power, you Flamethrower. The thing is you can probably afford to, you don't want to play too stupid, but you can probably afford to predict a little bit with Nidoking if you're facing a person with Brain Cell, because if they lose the Clefable, the game's over, Latios wins. Unless, maybe they don't know your set, maybe they think Registeel is going to be able to beat this Latios, who knows. But back again with this Nidoking. A Nidoking like this can get up to like 3 kills versus a team like this, because once again, you always come in on the Clefable. The only way that they can really one-up you is, let's say you go Latios and they predict that and they go Clefable, and then you go out into Nidoking and they make a double instead of going for Moonblast, and then they make an aggressive double into one of their breakers. Basically, they need to like heavily outplay you to really take advantage of another way is, let's say they don't have a Clefable. If they have something like a Mega Diancie as their fairy switch in, like if they have like a Florges, these really passive fairies, then Nidoking easily can come in on those like passive fairies. But if like they're fairy type, some sort of breaker, you probably don't want to have that strategy, because then Latios is gonna be more so of an inviting to like lose a mon every time. So you got to be somewhat smart about this. The mon that is supposed to check Latios needs to be more passive to invite the breakers to come in to then get multiple kills. So we're gonna see this in real time, and yeah, let's switch over to that real quick. Alright boys, so let's just see how this works in real time. So if you see at team preview they don't have a Clefable, once again you just auto win. You set up Calm Minds. You want to do it probably versus fatter mons that don't have a strong attack versus you, and you just Dragon Pulse away and you win the game. But let's say they do have the Clefable, they do switch it in. Yeah, they're going to be immune to this Dragon Pulse, but it's not a problem because now that just opens up a window. That opens up the doorway into the Nidoking, the breaker of the team. And you do want to probably scout out for a Psyshock or Psychic versus this specific matchup. Clefable, it has a really good move pool, but maybe their dark type is not really a good dark type, and they don't have any attack to hit whatever your switching is. So like their fighting type, let's say your breaker's a fighting type, and kind of go from there. But the concept here is, okay, they go for the Moonblast to try to take out this Latios, but opens up the door for Nidoking, and Nidoking's just going to claim a kill. If they sack the Clefable, the game's over, you win with Latios. Which means you can kind of get a little bit prediction happy if they do have maybe like a Lando that's jolly. You probably might be able to go for Ice Beam here because, once again, if they sack Clefable, the game's over. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Enjoy this little strategy, and send me a couple links if you get a good success with this. And I'm signing out until next time. Peace.